Hi there, my name's Ben, and I'm an educator with Embracing Our Differences. A lot of students know about Embracing Our Differences because they've taken a free in-person, virtual, or on-demand field trip to our outdoor exhibit and seen the 50 billboard-size art pieces and quotations created by students and adults from around the world. Perhaps you've even worked with your teacher to create one of the more than 9,000 student artworks or quotations submitted annually each year and had your entry chosen for the Embracing Our Differences annual exhibit. At Embracing Our Differences, we strive to create a world that embraces diversity, respects differences, and actively rejects hatred and prejudice. And today, we're thrilled to explore a new book with you alongside some VIP readers and teaching artists from our community. Teachers, if you'd like to pause the video at any time during the reading or teaching artist activity, please do not hesitate to do so. So, are you ready to read alongside a VIP reader? Let's go.
Hi everyone, my name is Maria Shedler-Loera and I'm a Van Wezo teaching artist. Today I'm going to read with you Mango, Abuela and Me by Meg Medina, illustrated by Angela Dominguez. She comes to us in winter, leaving behind her sunny house that rested between two snaking rivers. Her old place was too much for just one, Mommy tells me as we make room in my dresser for her clothes. And too far away for us to help, Papi adds. Abuela belongs with us now, Mia. But I still feel shy when I meet this faraway grandmother. Pin, pan, pun. Papi unfolds Abuela's bed and slides it right next to mine. You will get to know each other, he says. But when I show Abuela my new book, she can't unlock the English words. We can only look at the pictures and watch Edmund race on his wheel. Then just before we turn out the light, she pulls out two things tucked inside the satin pocket of her suitcase. A feather, una pluma, from a wild parrot that roosted in her mango trees, and a snapshot, una fotografía, of a young man with Papi's smile. Tu abuelo, she says, climbing into bed. Snuggled in my pajamas, I smell flowers in her hair, sugar and cinnamon baked into her skin. That night, I dream of a red bird circling in the sky. The rest of the winter, while Mommy and Papi are at work, Abuela awaits for me to get home from school. Then we bundled up in thick socks and handmade sweaters to walk to the park and toss bread to the sparrows. My Espanol is not good enough to tell her the things an abuela should know, like how I am the very best in art and how I can run as fast as the boys. And her English is too poquito to tell me all the stories I want to know about Abuelo and the rivers that ran right outside their door. With our mouths as empty as our bread baskets, we walk back home and watch TV. Abuela and I can't understand each other, I whisper to Mommy. Things will get better, Mommy says. Remember how it was with Kim? Kim is my best friend at school. When she was new, our whole class helped teach her English words. Now Miss Wilson sometimes has to say, "Please be quiet, girls, others are working." After school the next day, while Abuela and I are making meat pies for our snack, I pretend I am Miss Wilson. Dough, I say, pointing to the ball. Abuela says, dough, masa, and rolls it flat. Masa, I say. She drops a spoonful of meat in place. Carne. Carne, I say. Meat. Pasas. Raisins. aceite, oil. Then I remember the word cards we taped in our classroom to help Kim. So while Abuela fries our empanadas, I put up word cards too, until everything is covered, even Edmund. Soon we are playing Oye y di, hear and say, all around the house. But that night, she still calls my pillow a palo, and she says Edmund is a gangster. We'll keep practicing, I whisper. But the next day, I cannot practice with Abuela after all. Edmund has run out of his favorite seeds, so Mommy and I have to ride the bus downtown to buy more. Sometimes there are kittens sleeping in the pet shop window, but when we arrive this time, something even better is behind the glass. Look, I say. The window has become a jungle filled with birds, and right in the middle is a parrot staring at us with black bean eyes. I press my nose to the glass, thinking of the red feather Abuela gave me. Let's buy him, I tell Mommy. But Mia, you already have Edmund, Mommy says. Oh, not for me, I say, for Abuela, like the parrot that lived in her mango trees. He can keep her company when I'm at school. When we bring him home to Abuela, she says, Un loro, a parrot. We name him Mango because his wings are green, orange, and gold, like the fruit. During the day, Abuela teaches him how to give beaky kisses and to bob his head when she sings Los Pollitos to him. Buenas tardes, Mango, Abuela says, opening his cage door when I get home from school. Good afternoon, I say, and give him a seed. Soon Mango calls to me even before we open his cage. Buenas tardes, he says when I open the door. Good afternoon. Abuela, Mango, and I practice new words every day. Mi español gets faster, and Abuela and Mango learn the days of the week, all the months of the year, and the names of coins. How did he learn all that? Papi asks when we show him all that Mango can do. Abuela winks at me and gives Mango a piece of banana, peel and all. Practice, she says. Before long, Abuela asks me how to say harder things too, so she can talk with the neighbors who stop by. Has the mailman come? It is chilly today. Can I get you some cookies and lemonade? Soon, when friends stop by to see Mango's latest tricks, they can understand everything Abuela says. But best of all, now when Abuela and I are lying next to each other in our beds, our mouths are full of things to say. I tell her all about my buen dia and show her my best pintura of Mango. Abuela reads my favorite book with only a little help, and she tells me new stories about Abuelo, who could dive for river stones with a single breath and weave a roof out of palms. I draw pictures for her, and she still misses their old house, she says, but now only a little bit. Mango listens to us from his perch until my eyes grow heavy. Hasta mañana, Abuela, I say. Abuela kisses me. Good night, Mia. Hasta mañana. Good night, Mango calls. And soon we all fall asleep. The end. Thank you, everyone, for reading Mango, Abuela, and Me.
Isn't it great reading along with a new friend? Now let's meet our guest teaching artist and continue exploring our new book together.
Hello, wonderful artists. Today, we are going to be making an artwork inspired on the story Mango, Abuela and Me. And guess what? we are going to be making a parrot. For the materials, you will be needing colored paper. You can choose any color that you want. I have chosen blue, green, red, orange, yellow, black, some white. In addition, you will be needing 3 paper fasteners, a pair of scissors, rulers, glue, it can be glue stick or liquid glue, and a semi-hard cardboard to make the template of the feathers.
Many feathers of different sizes. So here, for example, we have feathers of 2 inches. So we have 2 feathers of 2 inches. Then we have 2 feathers of 2.5 inches. 2 feathers, of 3 inches. 2 feathers of 3.5 inches. We have, look at this, of 4 inches, we have 5 feathers of one color. In this case, I have chosen the green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 feathers of another color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 2 feathers. All these feathers, remember, are 4 inches. Then we have 2 feathers of 4.5 inches and 2 feathers of 5 inches. Oh my goodness, so many beautiful feathers. Remember, you can use any color that you want. Okay. Is you turn the paper around, you see, and you start darkening those pencil marks that you see on the other side. It has to be really, really, really dark. You see how I'm rubbing my pencil? It has to be really dark. I'm telling you, my students love this. They say, oh my goodness, it's like magic. And not only that, and your work always stays clean, because artwork is also about the presentation. We want our work to shine. You always want to do your best. Okay? So look, I have darkened all those lines. Now, are you ready for the magic? So look what I'm going to do. I'm going to place it. This entire piece, I decided to do it in red. I love red. So look what I'm going to do now. Now I'm going to trace over this entire piece. Okay, remember that I said that this is a piece where we are going to be gluing other areas, okay? So this here is going to be Mango's body, this piece here. So now what's going to happen is that I have made like a carbon copy, you see? So that you can do with a pencil. Once you've done that, then it comes to the cutting. So we are going to cut that piece. Okay, careful with the scissors. Slowly, because curves require time. So another thing I tell my students, if you are, for example, like me, right-handed, you'll notice that with my right hand, I'm cutting the paper, but I'm turning my paper with my left hand. So you cut with one hand, and then with the other one, you slowly turn the paper. And here we have the body of mango. So then comes the part we have to get all our feathers, and we're gonna have to poke our feathers. So not so near the edge, but more or less I would say here. Okay, so let's mark all our feathers. And for example, another trick. I know that you have marked your feathers with pencils. I did also. But you know what? Let's try not to see those pencil marks. So we're gonna turn the feathers on the other side so we don't see the pencil marks. So we're gonna mark all the dots. Another easy method for you to poke the feathers is just get any piece of cardboard, place it on top of the cardboard, and you poke. And you poke. Okay, so now we have all our parts, and now is the moment that we're gonna start putting mango together. One dot is enough. One dot of glue and one dot is enough. And we're gonna place that yellow piece in this area. Now we're gonna take the peak and same thing, one dot is enough. You spread that dot and we have the peak. There we go. Now we're gonna attach these parts. You can also use a glue stick. That is just okay. You use whatever you have at hand. That's the great thing about art. Helps us be creative, always find solutions. So we have now this part, the body part, and now we need to think about attaching the feathers. So again, if you have that piece of cardboard, it's just any piece of box that mom or dad or your grown-ups have at hand, we need to start thinking about the areas where we're going to be attaching our feathers. So you're going to punch 2 holes here and you're going to punch a hole here at the bottom. Okay? Once that is done, what we're going to be doing is we're going to put together the feathers. So I'm going to start with the side feathers. So notice that we have 2 of each size. We went over the sizes, right? We said we had 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4. Whoops, I crossed this one. 4, 4.5, and 5 inches, okay? So now I'm going to begin from the smaller, the 2-inch. I'm going to put it over the 2.5. Then I'm going to take the other. Mango is also here to teach you new words. So on the story, you could see that there were words also in Spanish. So mango, voila, also helps you learn those new words. For example, we have abuela, which in English means grandmother. One other word was carne. In English, it means meat. We had also aceite, which in English means oil. So you can use all the feathers of mango to learn new words, because learning new languages will always take you to new adventures. So I hope you have enjoyed working with Mango, creating your beautiful parrot, and that you have had lots of fun. I'm happy to be here with you, and I'm happy to have shared this beautiful parrot, Mango, with you. Take care. Be happy and let your imagination fly. Bye-bye.
Thank you for joining us today. For more bite-sized lessons and content, visit embracingourdifferences.org, and we hope to see you virtually or in person at the Embracing Our Differences exhibit. Until then, bye for now.